Not McDowell's, bro. Who are you scheming on now? Cause tell me that this girl's dad is part of McDonald's or yeah, they threw McDowell's at me and oh God, Jerome. I guess. What's going on with this guy? Yeah, the thing is, I don't feel like you're a king. What was it? Zamunda? Is that what it was? Eh? Points. What are you working with? What is this scheme with the star? You're saying there's something you're not. Yep. You would have to. You know what? You know what? Okay. What do you do when you put together this whole thing, this whole character, and you study and you practice, and then you wind up getting this person, and they bring out another side of you. Let's just say like the two of you actually get along well. You weren't ready for that. You have this act now. You have this role, this part, and now you can't be. You're having a hard time dribbling it too. Yeah. Why don't you just, how come people don't just say, look, maybe I can change something. I can be that kind of guy where she doesn't care what I have. Why don't people do that? That may be easier for some people, and it maybe not for others. This one could be a singer too, or yep, somebody sings. This could even be opera. This looks like an opera house and shit like that, or they have that kind of they have those kinds of things accessible to them. They can go to the opera. Yeah. I don't. Anyway. I was gonna say this is one, I see clearly that this is for 12 different people. One's a woman who thought that they were going to be an entrepreneur. They're not really a con artist. I think they did one thing before, and I don't know if they got paid from it, but if they did, it feels like it went really quickly. The shit left. And this could be everything in the divorce. It's very rare that the wife with no children leaves with nothing. It's just weird for the wife. There's a wife here who said that they got nothing in a divorce, that they got screwed, or that the husband took off, and I'm not even sure if he's still here. And then this guy goes, I don't know, when I'm having this conversation, I guess to feel them out. Maybe this is going to encourage people to just have a little bit of conversation and ask questions over again in different ways. It's those things like when you go to the boxing doctor and they kind of ask you the same question again in different format. Sure. What's this other one here? This other one is this feels like masseuse or some type of... This could be those rocks and shit like that at some resort and spa. Yeah, look at this. This is acupuncture, sure. And I love doing this. What was I saying? I should have wrote this shit down. I'm just gonna talk. Oh, shit, is this on a cruise ship or something? Huh. Do they have those things where you can go on a cruise for a few days and then you go on land and now you're on land for a little bit? I don't know how that goes. Or I don't remember. So now somebody's on the boat. This feels like Titanic. Oh. What is this? I forget what the hell this was even about, but this is what I see. Somebody's on a boat, they're on a cruise ship. And here's this woman. This reminds me of the story of the Titanic. Oh, Jess Craven, Jess Craven Wiener something. I believe you could have the spirit of the woman, Rosaline, or Rosaline, and a Walter Conrad Murray. I don't know if you two know each other. Would be Jacques? Close, very close. See, I told him when you get these ideas for movies, it's like, where did I come up with this? Somebody wanted you to put some shit out. Thank you. And then you have the others who just on general principle, I gotta change it up and add some lies to it just to say I put a spin on it. That's how rare it is. Is it this type of woman here? Maybe man, be honest. Listen, don't even say what your intentions are. You just met. You shouldn't even have any intentions. This is the problem. Somebody's got intentions before you even speak. It's a problem. Because maybe your intentions change. You could want to... I just want to take my anger out of this motherfucker. You have a conversation, a few drinks. Normally you'd be stewed by then, but she has a little bag of Yeah, I mean, shit turns out great. You wind up leveling out a little bit. Now she's in a better mood. I kind of like her. You see a different side to her. She's valuable like that. She has money, or this is something that's... She has that type of... You should. This other person doesn't take risks. They don't take risk, and that would be a risk. Let me risk. But what's to screw up? So you're screwing up a con on a good woman. This is the kind of shit you want to screw up. But you want to screw up the right way. Which would be what? Maybe be goofy and screw up a little bit. I think when you guys, and even for you women to do this, that you study people for ulterior motive, you try to be too perfect, and it's frustrating for people who are actually close to being perfect. Naturally. Yep. Nevertheless, studying to be this type of person. That close to perfection shit, that's what this other one is, I'm guessing. But it's rare for a reason. Just like, diamonds are rare. If everything was as rare as the next thing, how boring would it be? Right. You wouldn't have anything to strive for. Oh God, someone's gonna run into they're not. I learned the lesson on the first night. Oh, you did? They're telling stories. These women. These could be divorce parties or pre-divorce parties and shit, or just, I can't believe we're out having drinks for the first time in 15 years. And she says, I learned the lesson on the first date. And he's like, oh, how long you been with them? 37 years. Oh my God, shoot me in the face, right in the middle of the face. I couldn't do it. I couldn't just stay with someone like that. The lesson, I broke my motherfucking back for this nigga. Read it. Hey, something Johnson. I mean, I literally broke my back for this nigga. Did she really break her back? I want this to be known. That nigga kicked me right down the steps. Alright, well, I guess there's an apology here that needs to happen. And it's not happening for me. Yep. Jerome. Is this you? When is your black ass egg gonna change? You did this in the past. Something happened, like you already did it. You know what I mean? You got something out of it. It's a heist, and then it's successful. Ding ding parade, and you blow it. Now you need to impulsive. What happens is when you do that, you get used to it. Whatever this was, somebody got used to it, and then but it went quick. That's the worst. It's not so bad when you get used to it and it lasts. I could get used to this. I can get used to the consistency of having money, and then I invested in small things. because I'm automatically just level and smart that way when it comes to money. This is not what happened here. This was, I got used to this within 48 hours, and then so did the casino. Every time. Every time this guy, or there's a woman, so every time I get paid, every time I find money on the ground, every time I get birthday money, it never fails. And it went quickly. I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, you run into this ex, all right? Yeah, you know what's crazy too? I feel that some people don't even recognize their exes, maybe from middle school. People who are in their 50s or 60s that may run into each other. Like, I'm confused. I asked the universe or whatever this is to send me somewhat of an equal that maybe that I've already met, so that ice could be broken. This is odd, right? What am I talking about? Why do I feel like my brain is being scrambled every time I do this? God, this is a tough one. The good thing is, a lot of people, like, they'll laugh at me being like this, so you'll get something out of it. You're welcome. Either way, it's entertaining and real. Oh, balance. Are you teleporting, or do you feel like you're lifting up off of something? This is lighter than it. Were you thinking about that? Or these could be some kids doing that, stiff as a board, light as a feather, stiff as a board, where you would feel like you came up off the floor. And this is a lot of ritualistic shit. So there could be, just be careful with this shit when someone's doing Bloody Mary. I just would be careful, because some people, when like, I did it right. Well, you probably, listen, DNA is everything. NPCs are exactly what they are, and they're exactly what they're not. I'm a little stoned. Your DNA is different. That's why some people, they probably levitate. You can't put the 300-pound chub rock there that's only in second grade, or 8th grade. I'll give you 8th grade. This is what we call setting yourself up for indefinite failure. I mean, these are 12-year-olds. There's 4 of them. It's just, what are you doing? Listen, my thing. Anything's possible. I don't know there. But somebody can. This is a ring of, it looks like protection. And it could, with the wings, I'm telling you, somebody's going to come off the ground. They're going to come off the ground. You could be running differently and feeling like your feet are coming off the ground. That's off. Granted, it's because somebody got caught holding up a liquor store. But either way, it was a chance to see if there's is there like a supernatural version of what we're already doing that you can just imagine in your head popping in. It's like auto boost, right? Yeah, do that. Click your button, whether it's running faster, focus, try it. This is training your brain is what this is. I can't stand the rain or the sun. Oh, go out into the sun and do it and try it. Today I went out. I do the same thing. I went out, sat in the sun, and immediately, that's toilet paper. Yes. Grateful for it sometimes. I went out into the sun. Oh, are there people who they don't experience that? Is that what this is? I just got a heavy dose of I'm not special. Maybe it's just you're not meant to teleport. Maybe you'll wind up passing on and going to a good place. Maybe, or at least somewhat of a, the shitty after hours nightclub downtown London. When you open the door and the first thing that comes out is like a mouse. still, they're good places to go. I love dive places. I do. I tried and I do this. Someone else tries and does this. I guess this is that person. This is that spiritual person up here. I feel a clothing line or some type of. It feels like Arizona, something like that. Mesa type of beads. Navajo. Yeah. You see what I'm saying. And for the guy here, that's you're kind of preying on her. I know you don't want to say it that way, and when he explains it to his friends, and they're looking at him going, "He's a predator. You're a predator." Right? He's like, "So I've been watching, I've been following her, and she goes here, and then after she says there, and I love her on Wednesday. She seems to wear the same pants every Wednesday, so she got a special Wednesday." And they're just looking at him, You're officially a stalker, cuz you are. This one here, he's having a hard time getting a read on. She makes you nervous, and it's because she doesn't say much. See, the other people that he has done this to and with, they talked a lot. They had a lot of friends, and I don't feel that you say much. You could just be this is elevated thinking too, elevated thought, which is that pre-thought of before you think it. Well, I don't even know if really all of us think it. Do we all have the same way of thinking? Are some people, are their conscious and subconscious more clear because of that pre-thought, where if I say, I think I'm going to pause the video, I don't have to actually think that out. It's an action, it's an immediate, right? It's dangerous breaking down the brain like that. But it's interesting if you just kind of let it happen naturally. You could be this type of person, which is why this money, this big shit is here. You could be thinking, because this is for the female type of thing, that you're this type of person. Why am I not rich? Why am I not wealthy? I'm almost wondering if the words. I see how strategic and detailed the government is, especially if possible they work with other types of beings to fool and to cover up, and then eventually it was just to play around. Yeah, that's just where I had a problem. Like, I'm here. I have a life. I have a heart. I breathe. I don't really have a heart, but there's one in there. I'm not sure what kind of heart I have if I'm out into the public where I'm around people again, or if I ever will be, because I have a different view on people just in general. This doesn't help. I think you're a lying sack of shit. Again, that's what I feel. Again, like, let me meet one solid man. That's what this woman said. Just one solid man. That's all I need. One. I don't need it to be. I understand. I get it. I don't need it to be a relationship. What I have to offer as just a woman, right? I have ideas, and I don't shove them down your throat. I don't pry into your business. I let you tell me what you want to tell me. I'm funny. You know what I mean? Like, oh, there's other shit here. Maybe somebody does see this, because I don't see any dick card here at all. Either it's a woman on the other side, or someone isn't just thinking about that. There's someone here who... I'm no longer gay. Nope, I'm no longer gay. Huh. Cycle complete. Where are these people? The personalities that I feel at times when I do this, That's like me. And I don't know what to tell you. Where do I meet these people at? What was I just saying? I'm not. I'm being gay. That's what it is. I'm. It does. It screws my views up because so many people hear me do these things this way in the asylum, right? And this is why it's not even so much shadow banning me at this point, but it's killing my views because people have already heard it or they can feel it now. So it's fucking me up. But what are you gonna do? I do this because it's a release for me, and I like making fun of people who deserve it. It's different when you can do it through this and you're not in front of their face. I don't like doing that. It's bully like, but I can justify doing it this way. Please stop forcing your kids to play sports that they don't want to play. There's just other things that come with it, and we're sick and tired of these big ass brats when they get older, you know? And you shouldn't be 56 and saying, oh man, it shouldn't be pulling, I'm here to play golf, but I'm really a hockey player or a basketball player thing. This creates little, what are they called? I think he said cycle, but I heard psycho, and that's exactly what I was going with this. Someone's name could be Jimmy or John. I'm interested. I'm gonna actually play this one over again and listen to it because I need to see how bad this memory thing is getting, and then I'm gonna. It doesn't matter what it is or who it is. I can find humor in everything. Yep. Because I can mock myself. That's why people are like this. It feels like somebody's trying to take. They have my skin hooked up to something. No, this isn't Ian Schrager or something like that. And then it's. Can I tell you why you've been? Anybody else just feel like, I don't know. I don't know if there are apes or gorillas using deep fakes as people. Because I feel such heavy orangutan pissed off fucking yes! I don't know what this is. Is this a contest to see who can have an aneurysm first? Because I'm not sure what the fuck's making this shit. I feel such rage in certain people, and people like me that can feel. It sucks. That's all I feel. Is impulsive, and some people thinking that it's a contest. Some people, well, it's fucking 302. Just screaming. It's. I'm always, hoping that there would have just been this. But this is what the belief was. Right? I'm just gonna show up, and here's my ping. Oh yeah, tell me where the water was turned to wine, please. Where are the fish? Where's the wine? This looks like some kind of savior now coming down from the sky. Oh, with the angels singing and shit. People looking up at the sky with the sun card, looking up. I wonder where the door would open. Somebody said that to their grandmother. It does. I don't want to be that person, but I do. Yeah, I want to be that person with the tough love that says, "This is how ridiculous you sound." Yeah. So do you think do you think that they're going to come on a horse, or do you think that the horse and him are going to meet up? Well, I don't know. If it were you, if you had a choice to write this out, as if it were a story being put together from your perspective, from what you believe, how would it go? They can't explain it. Everybody became so hypnotized with the belief that there was a savior or this being that they never really broke down the shit that they learned in more detail. I just took the shit that I learned and just now put it here, and then I learned more shit, and now here's the shit I just learned. There's that. Here's Proverbs. Here's fucking Ishmael, fucking Savage Kravitz. And I never said, why not with this? I can watch Harry Potter and break it down. Oh, look at all the symbolism in this, huh? Oh, you know what that means, and look what time it is. And now when it comes to that book, it's nope, exactly what they say is exactly what it is. How terrifying. I don't feel a lot of love or happiness or blessings in that shit at all. Unless, well, hey, I'm drawn to heavier things. That's it. Just things that are heavy. Some people go out of their way. They live their life so uncomfortably to go out of their way so they don't have to face that heavy. And some of us are bored without it. I'm bored without it. I need to have things going wrong in my life consistently so that I can keep my brain working and keep busy fixing things like that. Becoming idle. Right. Okay, we'll say that. We'll just say it's not good for the mind. You know, this is praying too. All right, in church, she's still going to church. She's still going to church. And someone actually asked and said, "Don't you think it's funny that during that sickness, that all the houses of God were closed? That the government actually had the power to close God's home? Where this motherfucker at? You know what I mean? At least send somebody. Send some of your, what is it? Your crope? Is that what it's called? Or is that what it was called back then? Your crew? Did someone, you need to know what word, what crope? I think it's CROPE, maybe. And then now you stop going, or you just stop. It's weird that they have you don't call this an altar. Oh, that's another, don't even do it to me, Jackie. I couldn't take it. No, but I do look at you, hello, beautiful woman from Nurse Jackie. Oh, God, I love you. I love you. I think you're amazing. You have to be just like me. But this is, yeah. No, they don't go to, I don't even know where I just went with that, but someone will figure it out. No church. Take a shot. Someone's even trying to talk someone. Are you shunned from the community or something? They're making me feel like you are the white Rosa Parks in this motherfucker. When you walk into the coffee shop, next thing you know, everybody, these aren't those types of homies and homegirls. They just look straight. This must be in the Upper West Side, but for me, this is like Brooklyn, where it's in between. People have things, but they don't have a lot of things, but it could be a lot worse. Or they just look straight. They don't have time for it. That's a different type of group. I like it. Anyway, you stick out like a sore thumb. Moving on. I think people are just having conversations about this because people are concerned and worried at what if now I'm gonna interrupt my sleep. What if there's something even darker? Let's say, because we think that this God, well, what if he doesn't show up? He doesn't seem like he gets up. He doesn't respond. It does remind you of just some things and some people and some situations. It's the same shit over and over again. Why am I so loyal to this thing that I don't see and touch, but the person who comes through for me every time? I mean, Clutch and Fastlane, absolutely. Why do I treat them this way? Maybe they are this I ask for things and I get it. That's what I was told happens with this guy. Yeah. Now I have this guy in my life. And then why are we so afraid to call someone or to love someone more than this being? These are people leaving the church. These are people getting shunned from communities for it. This feels like a lot of bullying when it comes to theological things. It seems that there's a round of bad luck happening. Is that what people are noticing? And they're trying to hide it. This is what happened to the band. Now, all of a sudden, with these things happening all over the world, where that people are getting things shown to them in their mind, maybe it's that I'm a little worried. I never actually sat by myself without having a conversation with a bunch of people that could influence me one way or another about how I felt about the logical part of my belief this whole time. Which would be, I never seen you, I never touched you, I never actually had a personal face to face with you. I don't know that you exist. It's some mysterious, invisible fucking cat who blesses people, and then you'll have these people think, well, I'm blessed because I have all these things, and I, motherfucker, there are kids that I haven't eaten in 6 days. This is what I don't get. My God does this for me. It's very selfish, which now that I see what this God is, makes perfect sense. Selfish. In what way? I don't show up for you. I need you to show up every day. Break that the fuck down. Well, that's all I need over here. Yeah. Then it's, what else do we have here? Should I have just looked up some shit and got a few quotes? Which would be, what were they, verses? Let me see if I can find another one. I'm not going to the church. I'm done with the church, and then the conversation happens where, why? When they say it like that, you can tell they're angry. And I don't feel like this environment breeds that kind of behavior. These are women that gossip, and they even bully in the church where they sit away from people. I'm not going to tell you. I'm sure you'll make it up for me when I leave. You know what I mean? Why would I even waste my time? You let me know when the shit is all tight and email it to me. This kind of stuff. Desert. This is what it says, dry. Yeah, we lost everything. There was a man, did I talk about this? There was a man outside the one that I had a conversation with, and he was some believer in Christ, and his wife didn't want to be like that anymore. And he was saying how he was there for her, but if the Lord was always involved, I'm thinking, this is just you and your wife. Where is this cat? I mean, what are we doing here? In order for me to put you above me, you gotta be a bad motherfucker. You really do. I just don't feel it. I know that's me. And in my world, there's nobody higher than me. And yeah, there's just nobody higher than me, and that's how it should be. It's dry. It could be that there hasn't been rain in places in a long time. I mean, these are people that are saying, I'm a good person. I ask. I pray. Well, karma is a big deal. Yeah, it's... No, I don't... How would you... Yeah, it's definitely a system of... And it could be even... I wonder if... Did anyone else ever wonder if karma or what you get back to you is ever accrued in digital and points with the universe, and that when it runs out, it's nothing that we can even do? Would that be scary to think that it would be a quantum thing or a mathematical thing? An ATOX? ATOX. What is that? An ATOX thing. A product for removing cement and stains from various surfaces, and I forget what the hell I was just saying, but dry. And the coral reef in reverse. Oh man, there's gonna be oceans dry. Oh, forced balance. That's it. With this shit, with the strength, with the past, this could be. It hasn't been that long since the last flood that history has been that altered. It hasn't been that long, 300 years. And it makes sense now that we're seeing this. It makes sense. People go, no way. They said it was 3,300 years ago. That's it. That's. But look at the shit that's going on that we can see now with flooding and storms. That's somebody. I don't know if I've spent time with this cat that I imitate, or that I kind of take on, because I don't spend any time with any men. Or if that's me. That's just me in character. I'm just one of those, I'm a goofball, but it bothers me to say that about myself, because I immediately feel like people think when you say goofball that you're weak. So I'm just going to remove that and say that I'm witty and I'm quick. Yep. I didn't like it at all. It's making me upset. Oh, Christ. With the alpaca. These are animals. Yeah, these are animals. This is earth. Nature. Balance. It will happen. It may not be this planet that gets balanced. This planet may wind up on fire. But it will be the universe that balances this thing around us that's balanced. And it would be foolish to think that it's just the planet we're on, or if we're on some type of other thing, that it's just this that needs to be made right. There's an entire, we'll just say quantum world, so that we know it's everything in vast, that needs to come into that all together, so that everything, yeah, it's a bigger deal than people think. I don't want to experience some kind of crazy out of nowhere cosmic tragedy. It'll be, I finally get down with this loop of something, because I finally let something go, and now just falling back into some bullshit this way. What did I just say? Anyway. Look at this cat who got their eyebrows done. Are there 3 of them? Did they do each other's? Look at this shit. Look at this. I don't even think a lot of these people are women. Anyway. I feel that their whole face changed. Whoever did these eyebrows, I think they had a personal vendetta. I couldn't imagine, and I won't. I'm not gonna think about it in my head. I'm afraid to do that. I'm afraid to see how powerful the things are I seen in my head. Yeah. To go into the place, regardless of what your eyebrows look like, you got used to looking like that. You got used to it. So now I'm used to it. And your friend's like, hey, go to my girl. Yeah, go to my girl. I have no, no, never mind. I'm not going to say that. But, yeah. Here, I'll give you 10% off. I don't feel like we're that close, but alright. Now you walk in, ding, 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 right? Bells on the door. Okay, everything's cool. You get your eyebrows done. They're talking to you. Oh, never, you know what? be wary, and I would just be nervous when someone has a deep conversation with me and they're doing something that could be kind of semi-permanent on my face. Okay? I need to have a mirror behind you so I can see everything that you're doing. I need to have a perfect view of what you're doing on my face. That's for somebody right now, on my face. You understand? I need to see the outline. I need you to show me the structure. And then we both need to be okay with it. We both agree that this is what this is. I need a picture. Because I don't know how you can fix this. It's the eyebrows almost connect with the temple. I don't know what happened here. They got extensions. Do they do eyebrow extensions? Do they glue on hair? I didn't know that, if they did that. Either way, I draw them on. I just, because I don't have thick eyebrows either. But somebody is. It's as if they had a selection that was called unibrow. It's almost that close and that thick. And I do feel that they got out of the chair thinking, oh my God, I'm targeted. Is this how someone like me gets targeted? Who is someone like this? Who are you? Oh, special one, yeah. Oh, this is a male. Divine masculine coming through. Divine masculine, excuse me. They always are clumsy. Wow. This is a younger, older man. I don't know if they raised themselves or they were homeless at some point, but it feels like somebody was living out of a vehicle at one point. Under one? This is how bad it got for somebody. They were living under one. To get out of, right, how smart. I thought about that the one day when I was outside, and I think I was smoking a cigarette and it was raining, but something made me think of sleeping underneath the car to get out of, just don't fall asleep. That's right, never mind. To fall asleep under the car. That would be me too. I would just doze off and not hear them start the car up. And I'd have a sharp turner, right? You're gonna have that real sharp one, doing a K-turn. Or just turning around, next thing you know. But you know what I mean? Being survival skills, right? I dig this. I want to use these other cards. I put them so nicely over here. I don't feel like fucking them up, but there I go. That was a great play. Whoever just went to this play, you know what they're showing me? The fighter. Right, is that the fighter? When he's like, Belle Epicute. It's not Christopher Walken. Wherever you're at, hello, sir. I don't follow this shit. Yep, but love you. Just say you don't like it. You know what's gonna happen if you're not honest, because you're a real liar, and this is dangerous in a situation like this. But the good thing is, this kind of stuff leads to opera. This kind of shit leads to opera. But this was the worst performance, is what I feel. The worst performance that somebody could have possibly given. Just be honest about it. You're going to have to be... This is one of those situations where you have all these artsy-fartsy wannabe painters and ballet dancers and shit, Aerobatics. Yep. I'm sorry, that threw me off a little bit. I was thinking arrow as if in midair. I'm not sure how people deal with this one. Dynamite. Eggplant parm. third floor balcony. I wouldn't say that I would want. That may not with this one. This one's really strong. This one seems to get through everything. So they're strong internally. And I think that them doing this and kind of singing this stuff is their way of dealing with stuff, but it's really not dealing with it. Yeah, because then what happens is you start speaking that way, and then you start laughing at yourself speaking that way. See, I have a dry sense of humor, and I can laugh at myself. This isn't that. When you have that kind of sense of humor where you have that kind of giggly, quirky sense of humor, you can't laugh at yourself, too. It's a turn off for anybody. Even as a friend, it's a turn off. I have to walk away. I don't know how to hold in what I just said. That's why I have to walk away. It's either I walk away and then people go like this. Anybody else like this? Let me walk away because I know that what I say is going to piss somebody off. You walk away. Hey, well, what do you think? I'm good. Oh, no. Do you really want to know? Yeah. I think you're about fucking 6 sizes too big for those pants. Good night. You have people sitting there talking about maybe cheating. My husband's cheating. No, I don't think he's cheating. What do you think? I think if you're my wife, I may cheat on you too, you know? Well, please don't ask me questions that you don't want to hear the answer to. I do feel like this person that got themselves out of, the reason they were in that situation is because they're that kind of person. It's just as crazy. This is what it is. People who say what they feel all the time are silently and separately, and then sometimes together eventually, kind of just nip that in different areas by different people for different reasons. And then this reminds me of one person here, right? And that takes it. Let's just say that this is pie. That shit is a slice of your energy. I got one doing this to me. I got one doing that. Another one is making me feel like I'm never going to amount to anything. And another one always makes me feel guilty about shit. I always wind up being the one to say I'm sorry first, even though I don't mean it. All these things just build up. No. Now that you know, it's just not good for my health. And it affects my looks. It's affecting what I'm fated for. And I know that I'm fucking amazing. I still want to use those cards from the other one that says I'm amazing. This is how I feel about myself all day and all night. I'm not cocky with it. I'm not. I know that I'm flawed. I love the fact that I have flaws, and I had no choice but to be okay with them. It's not that I am. I have no choice. Otherwise, I couldn't be this type of woman. I don't think that you're going to need a detective. I would say I have enough info for this. Let me see what comes to me naturally. Someone's afraid that they're going to miss something because you could be busy, or you're concerned about missing a possible sign. That's what you call a sign from someone or somewhere on what questions to ask and who to ask. I wouldn't, for what? Right. Okay. I don't know if this person was getting sober too. I think because they're a male, those shit will be on some type of network. Right? Like, I don't know if the story is that great that I would watch it and go, oh, this is something I had never seen them. It's kind of hard to come up with a new concept for television when most of the disgusting stuff, whether it's kiddie stuff or sexual stuff, sadist shit, or reality shows. You want it? Some of my favorite forms of torture: tape their eyeballs open and force them to watch some episodes of Housewives on loop. That wasn't me, it was the other one. Yeah, I watch sports and histories, mysteries, shit about unknown, stuff like that. Yep. It's hard to keep my attention on things that I know are fake. It's once in a while I'll watch it. I can't get into it as an addict or a fan. I can't do that. I'm safe with this. It feels like even that is phony. Even the scripted shit is phony. and then the shit behind that is phony. And then what if we find out that some or even eventually all these people have been replaced, or they're actors, or it's but this is why they have variety. I'm not gonna judge. Like I said, I've watched them. I don't even it's not even really an overthought for me. I don't have to overthink it and force myself to do it. I automatically just go by what I feel. I'm not in the mood for that. If I put something on and within a few minutes I get antsy, as if I'm just kind of, I can't, I have to turn it off. It's my body saying, you don't want to take any of that shit in. It could even be how deep is it when we watch things and we make eye contact, or we're looking at someone through something. Is there a cord that connects with that because we're accepting? So what am I accepting now? And what does this do to my body? Somebody got out of jail. And I think they were trying to keep you in there. I feel like somebody was trying to constantly egg you on to get you to either argue with COs or fight with other people so that you would have to, you know what I mean? Just, they don't want you leaving. I think that somebody closing their third eye is what got them out, or that's what you believe. I'll tell you what, you take that belief that your third eye has the ability when you close it to do some miraculous, amazing shit like that for you. With everything in life, sit. Okay. Well, I was in there long enough. There's no woman. You're funny. I was in there long enough that I can attest that I do believe that most of the people on this planet are male. They did bring some transsexuals into the women's prison. They were good. We were lucky, but it worried me for other women where they're possibly bringing straight men that just are feminine. And what's happening to them are these men who are now incarcerated and caged who, when you're like this, my experience too has been a cocky kind of attitude towards women that are better looking than them. These types of men who do their eyebrows and have this, I don't know why someone's put in your face, unless it's you, or this isn't me. You know, very put together, aesthetically put together. Where the hell was I going with this? Oh, this is what you've seen in there. It's scary to think that these types of men would be in showers and stuff with women, being most likely misogynist. A lot of women get pregnant. Getting pregnant by CEOs. Like this. Whose kid is it? The CEOs. Oh, someone's got a 14-year-old, a 3-year-old. I mean, this could be somebody on death row. Or the CEO. The CEO is the one getting pregnant. They meet in places. There's some type of light that is held by some handle, and they're getting very risky, and somebody's gonna catch them, and there's gonna be hell to pay. Yeah, there is. They're drinking. Someone's bringing alcohol. Someone is. Yeah, they're dating up there. There they are together. I'm sorry, but. And then there's some room where there's a bed, or they turned a table into a bed or something like that. It could be round or oval, but I don't think this is. But there's a room there, and then there's the card. There it is. Somebody does some pretty. I'm not sure if they bring in other people. This feels like there are parties going on in these facilities. There were kids in books. I heard kids' voices. A bunch of kids, and I was trying to telepathically tell them people to get the fuck off them because I felt like people were trying to touch them. I felt like people brought them in. Why are their kids in jail? Why are they below the shoe? It made me want to fucking rip the doors off. I thought about trying to squeeze my way. I might as well stay. It made me, they scream and they make noise. That shit didn't affect me at all. But what bothered me was hearing the kids in the building until 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. This is Bucks County Prison. Jail. It made me want to kill. That there are guards and police officers coming in and out, and nobody. Is this how many traffickers there really are? Are you fucking kidding me? It is scary. Once you're behind walls, right? You just go missing. How many people got arrested and then their names were changed, and so were my mugshot was altered. There was a deep. They put this bright light. It doesn't look anything like me. I'm beautiful. Which, I always believe it's going to help me in some ways, and it could hurt temporarily, but then that goes away. Eventually, this shit comes out. So what was it? So that nobody would recognize, and how are they doing this? Are they using deep fakes in this shit now? Imagine getting locked up, and then they change your name in the system, and now they try to enforce fighting on you so that they can keep charging you with things. I have to the serious, what is this? The seriousest of judgment. The seriousest of judgment. That was Carla. Let's just say harsh and on everybody behind this shit. I always wonder what goes on in a lot of these places when it comes to women and men being in the same facility. I have to call for the men that are forcing themselves on women in prison and jail. It's gonna be rough. It is. It's gonna be real rough, and it may be that a lot of these women, if this is a women's facility and there are men, they're male guards, because that's what it was too. In the women's, there were male guards. I don't know how that's supposed to. I mean, who knows? You know what I mean? Hey, but maybe who knows? Some of these women, they're super strong because of the shit that they're dealing with in here, as if their lives before they got there weren't difficult enough for a woman to wind up in prison. I'm sorry, there's a man that fucked her up. I'm sorry, there just is. To wind up there or jail, there's a man, whether even if it's dad or somebody fucked her up. This isn't just how women are born and raised, and let's just say that they were raised, and right, that's my point. They were raised, or they weren't. They were just thrown into a situation. They become self-raised at some point. This is like, look, I've had a stick in my hand since I was 7. Somebody picked up sharp things off the ground and had a collection of shit in a shed. They had to be like this. How do we get onto this? I don't want to talk anymore. I'm tired and my eyes burn. And I'm sure that some people are planning my next attack. Walter Jennings, I'm not really sure who you are. I have no idea who you are. It's scary to think that so many people could be, I don't feel like it's a lot anymore. I really don't. I don't believe that. That could be so addicted to doing something so strange consistently all day and all night, And what'll happen is these people will wind up alone because people will start saying, this shit is fucking weird. You need to get a grip on yourself. All you do is yell and throw shit, and you get mad at someone you never even met. Do you realize this? Thank you. For people who are going to these friends and family members who are getting involved with this, I don't even know what to call it. Stage theater? Is that what this is? It's like bringing video games to life and life to video games or something like that. Well, look at all the people that lost their lives doing this. You're bringing something. It could be the afterlife, it feels like. Please talk to these people, because this becomes, when you do something repetitively like this, you believe everybody else is like, this is the world we live in now. Please, no, this is not. It cannot just be. I'm angry. I don't know why. I'm angry at this person. Who are they? I don't know. Well, what's the name? I don't know. Well, how do you know that they're even on the other side of this? Because this, what is this now? And to think that in order for this singled out targeting to come to an end, everything has to drop, either through the earth, down, through, however it's got to come down. Everything will come down. Everything will come down. And the good thing is that some shit that these towers were put on, I don't know if you didn't we all say that maybe I spoke for everybody and said that we wish that we would go back to 5G, and maybe this is what'll do it. Maybe these towers with these things connected and places just crumbling will lower it a little bit, so that pulse that runs through us that makes us feel like we're getting body scanned. Or are we getting body scanned? Did the United States military make some type of mothership or something where there's body scanners on the bottom? Because somebody's going to be pissed off when they find out this is true. R544. Get out of this if you can. Again, there's always somebody who's like, this is my ship. Look at it. Look at it. Let me show you. There's a ship. There's somebody else's ship. Oh, your dinky fucking ship. And then here's the other guy. Go, look at mine. It's twice as big. This isn't my dick is bigger with spaceships. Please stop. Do you know what's such an unattractive trait for a real woman or real man? That's what I believe. I can speak for both. It's just somebody who doesn't feel the need to compete and want and outdo everybody. This is, I'll even outdo you on how much I'm going to throw up tomorrow. I drank 16 beers. I'm going to throw up till 8 o'clock. I'm drinking 19. I'm throwing up till fucking 8:15. It's weird. And you could be a beautiful man with beautiful things. And if I sat down and experienced that, I'm getting right back up again. I'll talk to you as a friend, but you won't be allowed to make an impact on my life at all in a way that could disappoint me. Yeah, that's it. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I hope this helped. If you can figure out what I was talking about. See you.